Hi, it's Mark Bossert from Top Local Lead Generation. We're here today talking about personal training with Jon Bula from Groundworks Athletics in Vancouver. How are you doing today, John?
Not too bad, not too bad. Just rode my bike up Cypress a couple times this morning, so
Couple times,
yeah, it's a
nice.
good start to the day.
No kidding. So, John, we're going to talk, I guess, about choosing a personal trainer. So, I guess one of the things that I always looked for was education experience, but what education and experience is important in choosing a personal trainer?
Well, ideally, you're kind of hoping your trainer has a kinesiology or related degree, something that has allowed them to study the human body to a certain extent. And then other things to look for, experience as a personal trainer, and then a valid certification. There are a number of certifications out there, but you'd be surprised there are people doing personal training who don't have a certification or insurance, and yeah, so those are the kind of the things I look for is just an education background in human motion or human kinetics, experience, and then a valid certification.
So what's the difference in the different kinds of and levels of certification?
Well, there's certain ones that kind of anybody can go and get through a few weekend courses and call themselves a personal trainer. There's also a number of certifications that require somebody to have a university degree prior to taking that certification. So things that are sort of at the top level, I would say, is like uh, it's called a CSCS, which is a Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist. There's also the Canadian one, or sorry, BCRPA. They require that you're a kinesiologist first, and then those you compare those to say, your CanFit Pro or your InfoFit. Those are sort of the lesser ones where the people are taking a few courses over a few weekends and then getting certified. So, there are so many out there. I think the best advice is just to look to and ask your trainer to make sure that their certification is current and valid, and then you would go from there.
I guess it's also there's quite a difference in terms of you're just leading a group fitness class, and so you're just the kind of the person who's making the dance class and fitness, sweating to the oldies, a bit of fun, compared to a personal trainer who you've hired who's going to actually customize the workout to your body and your goals. Is that right?
Yeah, a personal trainer really should be designing things based on your needs and your goals, your injury history, your daily activity level. If you get somebody who's doing things right, they're meeting with you beforehand, having a consultation, they're finding about your goals, and they talk about your injury history, they look at how you move, and hopefully are making some sort of assessment on your basic movement patterns, and they're helping you in more facets than just putting you through a workout. They should be helping you move better, and answer your health and fitness questions, and there's a lot more to it than just making somebody sweat.
So, because that's a sauna. um, well, what about motivation? What about movement screening? Those sorts of things. Fitness
Well,
testing.
I would definitely look at a trainer who does some sort of movement screening. If you come and you meet a trainer and the first thing they do with you is throw you into a workout, I would kind of question that a little bit, just because they should see how you move first. Because at the end of the day, you can't just throw people into all these exercises and just hope that they're not going to hurt themselves. You should be staying healthy. And if your trainer doesn't motivate you to come to the gym, it doesn't matter what kind of education they have, you're not going to stick with them and you're not going to continue to exercise. And at the end of the day, the goal for most people is to exercise more and become healthier.
What about fitness testing? Do you go into any kind of stuff like that? Treadmill
Um,
test?
fitness testing is fine if Like I said, I wouldn't recommend fitness testing on the first visit. Again, you want to see what your client's all about, where they're at from a fitness standpoint and movement standpoint, and then if fitness testing aligns with their goals, they're the type of people who are motivated by like a number to chase, then it's appropriate to do fitness testing. I mean, the biggest thing to take home is that everybody's different, and your personal trainer shouldn't have a cookie cutter format for all their clients. I mean, different people need different things, and a true professional will bring that.
Awesome. And I guess tailoring it to what, if it's a specific sports kind of, because every sport training is really different these days.
Yeah, I mean, I train a lot of different amateur athletes or weekend warriors, you can call them, and so it's important if that's the type of person you are, that you have a trainer with a bit of an athletic background as well, because those are some of the types of things that you're interested in. So your trainer should have an understanding of that. It'll allow them to allow you to get more bang for your buck, so to speak.
Sure. Great. Jon, this has been great. I think that's really clarified it for me about what I want to look for in a personal trainer. And hopefully, if some folks want to get a hold of you, the best place to get you is at groundworksathletics.ca. Again, that's groundworksathletics.ca. Or they can give your office a call, 604-685-7576. Thanks a lot, Jon.
Thanks so much, and it was nice talking to you.
All right. Take care.